viewers at home, welcome to your darling program. Welcome to Abntv newspaper review. Here with me I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Tribune newspaper. And firstly we go to the Punch newspaper. And the headlines here with me in the Punch newspaper. Tears as 22 people killed, 120 trapped in Plateau. Olubadan, use your position for progress. Makinde tells Olakuleyin as coronation. Monitor governors track local government fund ACON, not tell NIFU. One state against disobedience to Supreme Court judgment. Now the story in details. Student loans to be disposed according to academic calendars. The Nigeria Education Loan Fund has said loans applied for under the Student Loan Scheme will be disposed to applicants based on the academic calendars of respective institutions. The head, Median and Public Relations of NIFON, Nasu Ayetigo, made this known in an interview with our correspondent in Abuja on Friday. Fund will be disposed according to each institution academic calendar. It will be disposed at the beginning of the new academic session, Ayetigo said. 2 weeks ago, the board of NIFON approved the disbursement of student loans to successful applicants. Then is inaugural board meeting in Abuja, marking a milestone in its mission to support students with financial aid. Student loans to be disposed according to academic calendars. The full details of stories in page 6 of Nigerian Punch newspaper. Another story here with me, the Nigerian Punch newspaper. Nigeria has not met OPEC supply quota since 2022. Nigeria has failed to meet the crude oil production quota approved by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Customers throughout 2022 and 2023, and has also been unable to meet this approved since January 2024, Saturday Punch can confirm. The inability of the nation to meet its approved OPEC quota has also been confirmed as a major factor worsening the crude oil supply crisis for indigenous refineries, according to data obtained from the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, an agency of the federal government. OPEC is an intergovernmental organization that enables the cooperation of leading oil producing and oil dependent countries to influence the global oil market and maximize profits collectively. Nigeria has not met OPEC supply quota since 2023. The full details of stories in page 4 of Nigerian Punch newspaper. Another story here with me, the Nigerian Punch newspaper. Tears as 22 people killed, 120 trapped in Plateau school building collapse. The death toll in the school building, which collapsed in Jos, Plateau State on Friday morning, has increased from 22. The Executive Secretary of State Emergency Management Agency, Sunday Abdu, had earlier confirmed 17 persons dead after a rescue operation at the Saint Academic located at the Busan Buju community in Jos, North local government area of the state. But the State Commissioner for Information, Musa Hassan, who gave a fresh update on the sad incident in a statement be issued on Friday night, confirmed that the death has risen to 22, while 154 persons suffer different degrees of fatalities. The statement read in part, the Plateau State government expressed its deepest condolence following the tragic building collapse at Saint Academic Jos on July 12, 2024. The collapse resulted in 154 fatalities and injuries. Emergency responders are currently at the scene conducting search and rescue operation. Tears as 22 people killed and 120 trapped in Plateau school building collapse. The full details of stories in page 7 of Nigerian Punch newspaper. Another story here with me in the Nigerian Punch newspaper. Tinubu urged to shut down against treasury looters. The Network for the Socialization of Social Growth and Viable Development, a public procurement advocacy group, has cautioned President Bola Tinubu over his recent directive for an attendance of the Public Procurement Act 2007. President Bola Tinubu gave the order during the Federal Executive Council meeting held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on Wednesday. He said the decision was informed by the need to enlarge projects' cost with the budget aid and avoid alimentation after the award of contracts. Reacting in a statement signed by his head of office, Mr. Akungunla Omoniyi, in Abuja on Friday. The group advised the president against taking the advice of some tendencies in and outside the government, who it said was looking for easier access to the nation's treasury in order to perpetrate their illicit financial transaction. According to the statement, the intelligence at the group disposal showed that the President Tinubu took the decision following the advice from some people who are hell-bent on weakening irrevocable havoc on the country treasury. Tinubu urged to shut down against treasury looters. The full service story is on page 9 of the Nigerian Punch newspaper. Another story here with me in the Nigerian Punch newspaper. Kidnappers demand 70 million naira to release rectors and others. Gunmen have abducted 3 staff members, including the acting rector of Benue State Polytechnic, Dr. Emmanuel Baki. According to a report, the acting rector with 2 other management staff of the institution and their driver were kidnapped on their way to Ogbogolo after an official assignment in Makurdi, the state's capital, on Thursday. It was gathered that the abductors whisked them away along Oktupo Road and abandoned the official vehicle in which they were traveling, though one of the victims was later released due to ill health, and source close to acting rector's family, who did not want to be mentioned on Friday, said the kidnappers had contacted the family and demanded 70 million ransom. During his visit to the acting rector's family yesterday, the immediate past chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria in the state, Reverend Dr. Augusti Okpe, prayed for the immediate release of the victims. The former CAN chairman called on the state government to approve on the security situation of the state so that the residents can have a sign of relief. Kidnappers demand 70 million naira to release rector and others. The full story is on page 22 of the Nigerian Punch newspaper. And lastly, with me in the Punch newspaper, East-West Road has collapsed. Bayelsa governors tell Tinubu. Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doye Diri has decried the deplorable state of the East-West Road, saying while the federal government is concentrating on building the coastal highway from Lagos to Calabar, it should immediately intervene on East-West Road. Diri further called on the federal government to ensure that the coastal highway section from Calabar down to the south-south states should be given the same attention as the Lagos to Calabar exits. The governor stated this while speaking at the 2024 Niger Delta Stakeholders Summit held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital, with the theme Renew Hope for Sustainable for the Niger Delta. He said, "Let me also use the opportunity to appreciate the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria for prioritizing the Niger Delta, for appointing a board on time and a management team on time. We have also witnessed recently the construction of the coastal road that is going to run from Lagos to Calabar. And we want to it also has a concurrent commencement from the Calabar axis of the road. East-West Road has collapsed. Bayelsa Governor tell Tinubu. The full story is event 28 of Nigerian Punch newspaper. And before we come back to another edition of this program, the Tribune newspaper, and if you'd like to watch live and direct on our website, you can click on www.abntv network. On our website, you can click on www.abntv network. And if you'd like to follow us on our social media, we have the Facebook, we have the YouTube, we have the Twitter, and we have the Instagram. On our Facebook, you can click on Abntv OSUN. On our YouTube, you can click on Abntv Nigeria, and Twitter, you can click on Abntv OSUN. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can click on Abntv Nigeria. Try to subscribe and like us and comment. If you'd like to watch us live and direct on our website, you can follow us on these social media and on our website. Let's listen to what we have for you in our studio. We'll be right back for another edition of this program.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 OSUN Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.
Welcome back, and I hope you enjoy what we have for you in our studio. Now to another edition of this program, Tribune Newspaper. 22 students killed, 132 hospitalized. Olakuleyin crowned as 43rd Olubadan. NYC hostel wall collapse in Ekiti. Corps members injured. Local government autonomy. Governor meets next Wednesday to review judgments. Now the story in details. Olakuleyin crowned as 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. Oyo State Governor Mr. Seyi Makinde has presented the staff of office to Oba Owolabi Olakuleyin as the 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. The presentation, which was done at Mapo Hall in Ojaba in Ibadan Southeast local government area on Friday. And in attendance, the chairman of the Southern Governor Forum and Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, in attendance. Other who attended the coronation were representatives of Ondo, Lagos, and Osun State Governor, the Minister of Power Chief Adebayo Adelabu, who stood in for President Bola Tinubu, the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Sari Abubakar, the Oluwo of Iwo Land, Oba Abdulrasheed Adewale Akanbi, and a host of other dignitaries. Makinde stated that the coronation and presentation of staff of office of the Olubadan had further demonstrated the resilience of the people of Ibadan land. According to him, those who always take delight in the division among the peoples of the land have been put to shame with the events. Those that always delight in our not coming together to forge a common front have been put to shame with the coronation and presentation of staff of office to Oba Owolabi Olakuleyin as the 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. We have taken the crown to the St. Peter's Cathedral, Aremo, my family church, Onoara, local government area, my local government of Bites, and Ibadan Northeast local government area where I reside. I thank God for today's historical events, and I pray for God's forgiveness and long lifetime of life for our newly crowned monarch, the governor said. President Tinubu, who was represented at the events by the Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, congratulated Oba Olakuleyin on his accession to the throne of his forefathers. He said, I want to congratulate you all on your accession to the throne of your forebears. Our Oba Olakuleyin stated this in his journey to the throne in 1983, and I was promoted to Mogaji in 1986 by the late Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Yusuf Oloyede. The journey took him 38 years. Olakuleyin crowned as 43rd Olubadan of Ibadan land. The full story is in page 1 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Another story here with me in the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Local government autonomy, Tinubu leading Nigeria to greatness. Kehinde Olaosebukan, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress and a former chairman of Oluyole local government, Oyo State, said the Supreme Court's judgment of local government autonomy is one of the great things President Bola Tinubu has done for the country. Olaosebukan, in a statement on Friday, said the president has made history with the judgment. They recall that the battle for the autonomy of local government council in the country began in 2000 or thereabouts with the successive presidents pursuing the National Assembly to accomplish the liberation. From the eras of the Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, Umaru Yar'Adua, Goodluck Jonathan, and Muhammad Buhari, spanning over 20 years, none was able to actualize the much desired autonomy for the local government, he said. Ola Osebikan said the new developments will solve the fostering problems of insecurity and hunger in the country. Local government autonomy, Tinubu leading Nigeria to greatness. The food sub-stories in page 4 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Another story here with me in the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. OOU conference don'ts advocate indigenous modern for sustainable development in Nigeria. Nigeria can attain sustainable development through the instrumentality of indigenous knowledge and constitution was the consensus of speakers at the first International Conference on Law and Society, organized by the Faculty of Law and Social Science of the Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ago-Iwoye, which was between July 1 and July 4, 2024. The keynote speakers at the conference, Professor Olatunji Ogunyemi of the University of Lincoln, United Kingdom, and Professor Babatunde Oni San of the Lagos State University, were unanimous of the adoption of indigenous approach to Nigeria development. The dons averred that Nigeria needs to domesticate the provision of the Sustainable Development Goals for effective implementation. We are supposed to own our constitution to decide the way we want to be developed, Professor Oni said. According to Professor Ogunyemi, there is the need to bring indigenous languages into our classroom to accelerate our national development. OOU conference does advocate indigenous modern for sustainable development in Nigeria. The food sub-stories on page 5 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Another story here with me in the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. NGO trains volunteer strategist partners on women's rights advancement. A non-governmental organization with a focus on preventive violence against women and girls, the Women's Rights Advancement and Protection Alternative has trained volunteers and strategic partners across the 6 South-West states. The training of the trainers within the team, Women at the Center, Strengthening Capacity and Resilience for Women's Rights Advancement, which was held in Ibadan, Oyo State, was supported by the Ford Foundation. Rampant Program Officer Mrs. Zainab Abdulrashid said the training was meant to enhance the capacity to protect and advocate for women and girls by strengthening social accountability, support groups, and enhancing membership structures and community involvement in strengthening women's rights in Nigeria and beyond. Mrs. Abdulrashid explained that each of the trainings that has been equipped with skills, techniques, and practical implication of project management and execution were to train 6,000 volunteers across the South-West. NGO trains volunteer strategy partners on women's rights advancement. The food sub-stories in page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And lastly, with me in the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, NUC accredits 7 man-fencing university program. The National University Commission has accredited 7 programs of man-fencing University Seriki, Sotayo, Ogun State. Samuel Enigbokan, the Deputy Registrar of Information and Public Relations of the university, in a statement seen by the Saturday Tribune, stated that the program were accredited during the October/November 2023 accreditation of academic program in Nigeria University, released recently by NUC. According to Enigbokan, the 7 accredited programs are medical laboratory science, computer science, cyber security, software engineering, biochemistry, microbiology, and mass communication. It stated that each program maturity date subsists till 2028, and that with the accreditation, all academic programs in the university are fully accredited. Enigbokan added that the accredited program alleged with their mission to provide quality, functional, and sound education with godly ventures for leadership and positive societal impact. The Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Francis, according to the statements, attributed the success recorded to the grace of God, the dedication of faculty members and staff, the availability of cutting-edge resources and facilities for learning and teaching and research at all levels. The Vice Chancellor stated, "We should not rest on our house as the institution still has more ground to cover." In light of this, the Vice Chancellor urged staff and students to brace for tasks ahead in repositioning the institution for greatness. NUC accredits 7-month fancy university program. The full details story is on page 6 of Nigerian Tribune newspaper. And that's what we have for you on Nigerian newspaper review. If you'd like to watch headline and direct on our website, you can click on www.abntv network on our website. Watch on www.abntv network, and we also have the social media. We have the Facebook, we have the YouTube, we have the Twitter, we have the Instagram. On our Facebook, you can click on Abntv OSUN. On our YouTube, you can click on Abntv Nigeria. On our Instagram, you can click on Abntv OSUN. And lastly, on our Instagram, Abntv Nigeria. Try to subscribe and like us and share us. If you like to watch your live and direct on our website, you can share us there. My name is Kenny Afolabi. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Bye for now.